Hi guys, I'm back. Project of today. Okay, it's almost finished. Um, I'm doing today a blanket. It's not so hard today to do it. It is with this fleece material. You know, I'm digging material from my stash. So I already cut and pin everything, and sew around the borders. So that's how it looks like right now. So let me open here the floor so you guys can see it, how they look like. It's gonna be, let's see if you guys can see it. It's gonna be crazy. So that is a blanket. I'm trying to make Maria chose the fabric a while ago and I didn't have time to make it. So what I did was pretty much that. I laid the fabric on the floor. I pinned it all the way to the extremities. And then I did just one simple straight line sewing like this. Can you see it? Straight stitch seams, 5/80s seam allowance here, all around the fabric. And then I cut the excess here in the corners. And I leave one little spot open, as you can see here. Can you see? Because we're gonna turn this inside out, like we did with the apron when we are trying to turn the apron to be double side. So it's the same thing we do for the blanket. And the blanket you can do different sizes. You can Google the size you want. It can be like a baby blanket, lap size, twin size, full size, queen size, king size, huge size. Hi Pavel, Andrea. Hey Dad. Are you there? Anyway, so you're gonna pull one corner through the hole. You leave open here. I'm gonna put another corner. Squish it here. And then you go all the way down. Take another corner. Push a corner. See? And then let's go find the other last corner. Down there. And you're gonna put down here and keep pulling. So what are we trying to do here? It is pull this all the way through. You guys are maybe hearing a little noise. Kids watching TV. No big collaboration today. And put down the volume. So after you turn from the right side, you're gonna do exactly the same thing with your corners because you want a nice sharp corner. You don't want a yucky looking corner. So you will pull all the way through. Pull all the way through. In this blanket, in this case, because this material is already a little bit thick, and you see, it's kind of that material. It looks a little bit like you know, that baby fluffy thing department. So she found this little cutie rainbowish, and she asked him that she want a little blanket with that. So what we're gonna do is take your open area. We're gonna close like this. If possible, you're gonna take it through your iron board. Gonna iron a little bit, and then you're gonna close in your sewing machine. So you're gonna come with me to hear a little noise of my machine closing this little opening area. Let's see if we can. Whoops! Crazy person on the lookout. Ah. Let me see if I can see that. Hi Nalva, how you doing? There we go. So, what I usually do it is I go in the iron board, I mark, I iron this, I pin all the way through it. But honestly, I'm not in the mood today. So I'm doing just the crazy way. Flying crazy on the machine today. And then I do a top stitch here because I'm gonna close my opening. So we go back stitch. Always remember to back stitch. So you can hold your stitch on place. And then you close. Be careful to, at least this fabric is very slippery. Doesn't look like, but it is. And then you close. And close. Back stitch. Close again. Remove your needle, remove your fabric, cut your thread, and that is it. So now what we're gonna do, it is tie or blanket. And instead of do this in the machine, we can do in the machine. It's kind of cool doing the machine, but because this fabric, it is super slippery, and I need to say it's not that fun. And the idea of the project, it is to kill the boredom. You got it. And have some fun. See, we need to tie the blanket, otherwise they're gonna be like this. Look like a little bag. See, especially when they come out of the wash machine. So now what we're gonna do it is tie the blanket. We're gonna do some fun stuff. Okay, so we're gonna lay this nice guy flat on the floor, on the table, if your table is big enough. Gonna flat it up as much as you can. And then you're gonna take a nice big needle. And this gonna needs to be a needle that has a big hole, because you're gonna pass a kind of thick thread. This is a cutie. I thought it was super cutie. This is probably like a year in the bag. It's just made it now because the coronavirus locked me down and gave me time. So that's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some, I'll call this crochet line. A big thread with some nice big hole on it. Large enough, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. It's large enough to your thread to go through it. And then you're gonna start to tie it. It's kind of a simple technique. So you go, there's my scissor. Oh yeah, oh there you go. Somebody give me a knot here, you don't need a knot. At least not now. I'm gonna make a I'm gonna measure this. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna make it like I'm gonna sew this. See? Let me get close so you can see what I'm doing. Show you. That's what I'm having here. So what I'm trying to do is simple. Is tie the back side with the front side. So when I move, they don't gonna be separated. They're gonna be tied together. So when they wash or they are using for anything, they don't look like a floppy bag. That is called tie the quilt or tie the blanket. And you're just gonna give a knot. See? 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna make a few of those knots in the whole blanket. It doesn't need to be close together. It needs to be like one here, one here, one here, one here. There. Few spread through the blanket just enough to make sure the blanket is secure and it doesn't look like a little floppy bag. So the other side, you just see a little teeny, pretty much nothing, you see? So in this side, you have the option to keep like a little hair, or you can cut very close down. I like to leave like a little hair. And it's also easy and quicker if you make a very long thread and then you just start to do like make a line and start to do like in seri. No? Henry Ford production kind of thinking. So put one here, step out, put another here. Keep doing until my thread is finished. Let me just show you this. I'm not going to show you the whole blanket because you just need to have an idea what I'm talking about. So repeat, repeat, repeat. Okay. After you make this, shoo, shoo, shoo. In this case, my thread can go a little bit down here and be okay. So, then I start another one here. And then what I do is I just cut in between. And come and tie a knot. Tie the knots. And that's how we tie a blanket. If you don't want to do it in your sewing machine, sometimes it's hard if the blanket's too big to try to quilt, or because I could make like a big, it's not a hem, but kind of a detail, and so like a square inside here, and that would help hold my two pieces together. But sometimes this is kind of difficult to do if your blanket is too big. So I'm gonna show you the difference with and without it. See, this side is with. Here, with is tie. It's not too floppy. And this other side is not tie. You can open like this. See? That's why we tie all the way down. And that is my blanket. Okay, not my blanket, it's Maria blanket. It's kind of cute. Oh, so have fun. And I hope you guys are okay. In Utah, they have this earthquake there. So guys, bye bye. May or may not come back to make the pillow. Who knows?